Sacrifice and success, they really come to in the same. Well, at least from what I've studied. Do you really think you'll be able to experience full success without sacrificing someone? Without sacrificing someone that may have at one point meant a lot to you? Well, in this video, we'll be talking about the dark side of ambition and what it really takes to reach the top. When I was in my early 20s, I was having the time of my life. There was nothing I didn't want to try. I wanted to do everything. I wanted to party. I wanted to travel. I wanted to do everything that didn't involve being tied down. If that meant having babies, starting a family, living somewhere for too long, staying in one place for too long, I get bored so fast. It would amaze me. Now that I think back, it amazes me to know that I was always on a new adventure because I got bored. Even when it came to working, I can't recall staying at a job for longer than 6 months. Some people, that may shock you. Before finding out about my entrepreneurial habits, I was adventuring with life. There's nothing you couldn't have me try. I wanted to do it all. I wanted to travel. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to be free. I wanted to not have rules. I hated rules. You can't tell me to stick in one spot. I don't like it. I had the time of my life. My friends were awesome. We were all partying and having so much fun together. Things would happen. Obviously, in your early 20s, you just start drinking. Things get crazy. You get in a fight. Depends how your 20s were, but mine were pretty wild. I was just getting the hang of life. All I can say is it was so much fun. Following rules was so hard for me. Why are you keeping me bound to something that you want to make for yourself? Long story short, I loved being free. I loved doing what I wanted to do. I loved not having anybody tell me what to do. I loved playing by my own rules. Well, I got myself into a little bit of trouble because I loved having so much fun. Things started to get real for me. I started to have to make new choices for myself. I had to pay attention to who I hung around. I had to take a double look at who my friends were. I had to check the way I was reacting to things. I had no worries because I had no bills. I was not taking care of responsibilities. I had to sacrifice someone very important to me, someone I never thought I would have to let go of, someone that I could have never imagined releasing. You know who that someone was? That someone was me. I had to sacrifice my old self. If I had to rescue my old self from misery, even though I was having so much fun, even though my life was the best I could ever even remember now, that was the best time of my life. I had to rescue myself from nothingness. I had no goals, no standards, no boundaries, no friends that were friends to look up to. I had nothing valuable. I was having the time of my life. How can someone be having the time of their life and not feel valuable and not have anything of value? So that I had to sacrifice my old self. If you don't have a pen, this is your time to get a pen, because you have to sacrifice the old you in so many aspects, where in order for you to succeed, you must sacrifice everything, every way of thought that you used to think. And I don't mean just from 5 years ago. I mean from 20 years ago. I mean from 40 years ago, depending how old you are. These are the things you must sacrifice in order to release your old self. You must release anger. You must release resentment. You must release worry. You must release old patterns of thinking. You must release your old perspective in ways that you thought were the right way of thinking. You must release them. You must release old friends. You must release old relationships. And I mean all of them. All of them. So many people are stuck in being in a relationship because I've been here for so long. I've been knowing this person for so long. How can I ever release this person? Is it good for you? Have you excelled in this relationship? Has this person brought out the best in you? Does she support you? Does he support you? You must release everything attached to that old you. Do you know how hard and difficult it was for me to release my old friends? I had a best friend that I had to release maybe 2 years ago. That was my best friend. That was my two peas in a pod. I had to release her. Why? Because we did not click on the same level of success. Her ways of living did not match my ways of living anymore. I was releasing my old self and she was still in her old self. You cannot be with someone still attached to their old ways, to their old self. You're becoming this new person. You're becoming this new being. You're releasing and sacrificing your old self for your new way of life, going to a different direction. And this person is not going to this direction with you. It pained me so much to have to release this friend that I thought we would last forever. I thought this was my almost soulmate. I thought this was my best buddy in the whole world. I saw patterns in her life that were not going to change anytime soon. I had to release everything from her. And it was one of the most terrifying things I had to do. I never thought leaving this person behind. And it's not saying that you're better than whoever you decide to leave behind or whoever you have to. Because sometimes it's not our own decisions. It's not our own decision. It was not my decision to let my friend go. It was fate. It was destiny for this not to work out because I am becoming a new person and this person is not on the same wave as my new desires, as my new life, as my new me. It takes so much in you for you to release those old patterns, those old people, that old anger that you used to have, your resentment towards people, places, things that upset you so easily. I used to be triggered so quickly. When I used to get triggered, it was a horror movie. It was so horrifying to a point where I've made a YouTube video before. There's a video on my channel about it. I used to be like a firecracker and it was scary. And I got to the point of, I cannot be this person anymore. This person is so scary. This person is hurt. This person is traumatized. This person is angry. It was an anger that was so full. I was not even sure where it came from. And I saw it for the last time and I promised myself that I would get to the bottom of what was causing it. And I did. And you know what it was? It was abandonment issues. There were so many issues that I was dealing with. Remember when I was having the time of my life? I was masking abandonment issues, anger issues, resentment issues, things that were so deep, I never wanted them to be uncovered. And I didn't even know or realize that they were there until I learned about me more, until I seeked out my new self, my new life. I didn't even understand what these things are. It hurt me so much that I didn't even understand why I was so hurt. So you must sacrifice you. Only you are the sacrifice. You must sacrifice your relationships that are not benefiting you, the ones that are not pouring into you as you pour into them. I pour into you. I support you. I love you. I care for you. I'm here for your success. You must be here for my success. You must be here for my evolution, for my success, for my life revolving into something beautiful. You must be here benefiting me as I am here benefiting you. And a lot of people are not paying attention to whether they're benefiting from these relationships with people, friends, things that are here just being a distraction. I talk about more of distraction in this video. I'll link it up here. in my previous video before this one. When I was so wrapped up in distractions that there was nothing until about 2 years ago. I had just figured out that these people, these friends, these ways of life, this anger, this resentment, these abandonment issues, these things that I'm feeling so traumatized with experiencing are only distractions. They're distractions from me becoming my new me, my new self, this new being that I've worked so hard to become. You must sacrifice your behavior, your reactions to things, your lack of confidence in yourself, your comfort levels. You know how comfortable I was in being nothing? Everything and everybody around me was nothing. Drama, fun, toxic, fighting, arguing, things that were so pointless to my success. My eyes were opening to things that I would have never seen before. Things so pointless to my growth. Didn't even realize it until I started seeked out becoming a better me. And it was so beautiful, yet so revealing and so scary that I was going to have to leave these things behind. I had to release procrastination and wanting to be a perfectionist at one point and wanting to have everything perfect and wanting to wait to the perfect time and wait to the perfect moment and wait to the perfect everything. There is no perfect time to do what you love. There's no perfect time for you to become you. Do it now. Right now is the right time. Now. You're watching this video because it's time for you to become a better you now. Right now. That old relationship gotta go. Those old friends must go. Those old way of behaving must leave. Your anger problems must go. Your worrying problems must leave. Your stress levels must go. Your regret of mistakes must leave. You cannot be regretful of mistakes. There are no mistakes. Everything that I've done, me living my best life in my early 20s and having so much fun, I will never regret that. That pushed me to learn and know who I am now. That pushed me to the level of awakening that I would have never gotten to if I didn't experience that much fun, that much freedom with those people that I thought would be here forever. Those things that I was doing, the fun that I was having, the anger that I was experiencing. I would have never been who I am as Artishaa Noelle today if I hadn't experienced the old Artishaa. And I'm so proud of the old Artishaa because she pushed me to become me. This one. This gal now. Look at me. I feel so amazing. I feel free. I feel new. I feel expansive. I feel powerful. I feel abundant. And this would have never come to play if it weren't for the old Artishaa being so free and so fun and so her. And I would thank her to the day I die because she pushed me to who I am. And I had to sacrifice her in order to experience me now. This beautiful, soft me. Me, the real, loving, kind, ambitious, successful me now. You must sacrifice you. Write down everything that is of you, the old you. It's not you anymore. It's not a part of you anymore. None of it is a mistake. Whatever people think about you has nothing to do with you right now. You are a new person. You are a new you. You are a new being, and you're so beautiful. And I'm so glad you watched this video. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad that you're ready to sacrifice that special someone that means so much to you in order for you to become the new you. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you so, so much. And I look forward to seeing you in my next videos. If this was something of interest to you and you're looking for empowerment and things like this, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and the subscribe button. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Until next video, until next time.